Hey everyone, we're back again to drop another bombshell on the gay porn little midget line sack of shit scammer, Christopher Mitchell. And I want everyone to pay very close attention. This goes especially for his past, his present, and his future viewers of this scam, alright? Or even on the fence about even having this scumbag take your money again, ever again, alright? We're going to expose just exactly how fraudulent, and his testimonial videos are filled with lies. They're edited. His testimonial, the people giving them are, it's all scripted as far as how much they're getting paid for what they said. We have Rick Lee's story now to tell everyone, and we're going to expose just exactly how he treats his customers that give him hard-earned money for his Facebook group, and how he turns their back on them if they don't go along with his lies and they kick him out. So with that said, we're going to go dive into the testimonial video that Rick Lee gave.
All right, YouTube, guess what? I have fantastic news. We now have Rick in the house, and he just flew. He just arrived in Las Vegas last night, or I guess I should say this morning, around 1:30 in the morning. And I'm going to ask him a couple questions. This is 100% real.
And this is lie number one of many being told in this video. We have Rick's full story now, and we'll discuss that at the end of this video.
He is not my long-lost brother from another mother, for all you haters out there who's going to say I paid him to do this interview.
And you'll all find out, technically, Christopher Mitchell did not pay Rick Lee for this video. He reduced the $2,500 down to $1,000 as long as Rick Lee went along with making this video and everything he was saying.
So, Rick, be completely honest. Rick, how much money? See, he emailed me a couple days ago and said he had to meet me, and here's why. Rick, how much money have you lost gambling in the month of January?
About $40,000.
Yes, Rick Lee admitted that is true, that he did lose about $40,000 in the month of January. However, about $15,000 to $16,000 of that was him doing the dragon side bets. As soon as he lost that much, he resorted to those strategies that he bought back in December from Christopher Mitchell, in which he lost another $20,000. He admitted that possibly he wasn't doing them right, that he wasn't following them right, which is why he set up the plan to meet Christopher in Las Vegas.
So he lost $40,000 gambling in the casino in the month of January. He literally has been watching me on YouTube for the last couple of months. He is a part of my inner circle. He's a part of my private Facebook group. He did pay me $750 for that. However, he had not used my strategies yet. And
lie number two, because Rick was using his strategies in the month of January, which he lost a lot of money.
3 days ago, he said, Christopher, I know you're going to Las Vegas. I want to fly out and meet you. Will you allow me to do that? And I said, yes. However, I charge people $2,500 to shadow me for a day in the casinos.
And that was lie number three, because we'll find out later in this video that this was the first time he's ever charged anyone, let alone $2,500, and that Rick was his first test trial.
He says, done deal. So, he paid me $2,500 to be here and meet with me right now. True or false?
True.
And again, that's another lie that Christopher told, and Rick Lee went along with it. And people are going to ask, why did he go along with it? Okay, well, the fact is he was desperate. He lost $40,000 in January. He flew out there. He was already couldn't afford the $2,500. And again, Christopher Mitchell reduced it down to $1,000 as long as Rick Lee went along with the video and everything he was saying.
He's going to watch me in the flesh, play my real strategies in the high limit rooms.
And all that strategy was playing banker and martingale every time. That was it. Nothing more, nothing less.
Rick, how much of a bankroll did you bring with you?
10 grand.
So he has $10,000.
Yep.
That is his personal bankroll. That's how much he brought. I didn't tell him to bring that much. That's how much he brought. He has already paid me $2,500.
And that's lie number 4 during this video and testimonial. he did not pay him $2,500, and which we'll find out. He only paid him $1,000 as long as he went along with this video and everything he was saying. It's a sales tactic. It's a scam tactic, and Rick Lee was desperate to go along with it.
My goal is to make him $10,000 today using my personal strategies.
And again, all that strategy was betting on Banker every time, martingale it, and hoping and praying it hits every time.
I am filming, I am documenting all of this, and I've already got 8 emails just in the last 24 hours from people all over the world who also want to pay me $2,500 and shadow me.
And there's the typical sales tactic the scammer uses during this testimonial video.
This
and
is
again,
my
like
test
I said earlier,
subject. He's agreed to do this.
He's ever done a one-on-one coaching. Rick Lee was the first test subject, and he found a sucker that basically had lost so much money in the month of January that he was desperate to get money back, and that he knew he could persuade Rick to say and do whatever in this video as long as he reduced the cost, which he did.
Rick, do you want to say anything to the camera that I didn't ask you?
Basically, I am sick and tired of losing.
And you can tell in Rick's words and facial expression that he was desperate to try to get any amount of money back that he lost in prior months, and that meant saying and doing anything during this video that got him the reduced cost for this session.
I came here to meet Chris and follow his strategy to the T.
And again, all that strategy was Christopher using Banker every single time and martingale every single time and hoping and praying it hit.
When I was doing myself, I wasn't doing it correctly.
And again, Rick Lee paid $750 for 3 bullshit strategies that he did not know if he was or was not using them properly because he had lost so much money. That's exactly what happened.
And it's my own fault. So I'm here to learn and be like him.
Yeah, be like him, the guy that only bet Banker and martingaled it every single time and hoped and prayed it won. That's exactly what happened during their session.
So we're going to go out and we're going to film this. It's unscripted. And
lie number 5, it was unscripted when it was obviously scripted the entire time.
We're back here at my penthouse suite at the Mirage. And Rick here, as you all know, paid me $2,500 to shadow me for the day.
And lie number 6, there goes that Rick paid him $2,500 again to shadow him. That didn't happen.
So we documented everything we did. So pull out, yeah, bring that up. Let me see this. All right, so right there's all of them, right?
Yeah.
All right, so here's all of the casinos we went to today. That's the list. So we started here at my casino, the Mirage, and here's what Rick did. So at the Mirage, he made $550. Then we went to Caesar's Palace. He made another $550. Then we went to the Bellagio. He made $1,000. Then we went to Planet Hollywood. He made $790. Then we went back here to the Mirage where we had our dinner. And we went to the high limit room again here at the Mirage. He made $775. Then we went to Treasure Island. He made $500. Then we went to Encore. He made $680. And our last casino, right before we got back here, we went to the Gold Coast. And he made $380 for a grand total of $5,225 for the day. So he paid me $2,500.
And lie number 7 during this video, again claiming that Rick paid him the $2,500, which he didn't.
And he more than doubled his return on investment. So $2,500, you double it, that's $5,000. He made $5,225. Is that the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, it is.
And again, that's another lie, because that wasn't the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Again, Rick was desperate. He had lost so much money prior to this session, and he was getting a reduced cost if he went along with everything Christopher Mitchell said and did during this video. that was the deal, and Rick was just holding up his end of the bargain.
So and I'll be honest with you, we could have made a lot more, but if you guys have never been to Vegas before, the Strip is very big. The casinos are massive. There's lots and lots of time to walk from casino. We walked to all the casinos except the last one. We took an Uber to the Gold Coast. And I'll be honest with you, we could have made a lot more, but if you walk to all the casinos except the last one, we took an Uber to the Gold Coast.
All right, so many red flags should go up to everyone that's watching this now, okay? First of all, he's supposed to be a multi-million-dollar gambler, professional gambler, yet he's walking from casino to casino. First of all, why in the hell is he leaving casinos after 10 or 15 minutes? That makes no fucking sense whatsoever. He's not a card counter. He's not trying to avoid being backed off, all right? This is baccarat. That makes no sense. Second of all, why is he walking from casino to casino? Third, he even admits they could have possibly made more if he didn't walk and take so much time walking to these casinos. Again, that makes no goddamn sense. And fourth, people didn't know this at the time, but now people are going to find out. Rick is an amputee. He's lost his leg below the knee from a bus accident in Thailand. Why in the hell is he dragging Rick, who supposedly paid him all this money, and not take cabs, a $6 cab or a $7 cab, to avoid Rick walking all that way? Makes no goddamn sense whatsoever.
And we went to all those casinos. You made $5,000, which is double what you paid me. One, was it worth it to pay me $2,500?
Oh yeah, definitely.
There goes that $2,500 lie again that Rick's desperate to go along with. All he's doing is holding up his end of the deal, that he got the reduced cost to making this video, and going along with everything Christopher Mitchell said.
Do it again.
If we didn't have to walk so far along the Strip, could we have gone to a lot more casinos, and could we have made a lot more than $5,000?
Yes, absolutely.
So we were only limited by time, and if we didn't have to walk so far along the Strip, could we have gone to a lot more casinos, and could we have made a lot more than $5,000?
Yes, absolutely.
Again, that clip, as well as all my other videos, prove just how much of a lying sack of shit scammer Christopher Mitchell is. He's asking Rick, who, again, Rick's going to go along with everything he's saying because that's what the edited reduced cost was supposed to be. And the fact is, Rick's like, yeah, we could have made more money. The thing is, why didn't they take a cab if they're making all this money? And Rick is not Rick's decision. It's because Rick is following Christopher. Why didn't they take a $6 to $7 cab ride from casino to casino like any other human being, let alone a professional, supposedly a professional multimillionaire gambler? Again, makes no sense. It's all lies. It's all bullshit. It's comical. It's actually so comical people fell for this.
And I didn't meet up with him until about 3:30 in the afternoon. So we only did half a day because I had to meet with my attorneys this morning. I had business appointments. So we did a half a day. Our actual gambling time in the casino gambling was probably a total of only 3 hours.
Yeah.
The rest of the time was walking. We took breaks. We met up with Lucy. We had dinner. So folks, 3 hours of gambling time. He made over $5,000.
That's correct.
I have not counted my profits yet. I mean, we got stacks, stacks.
Yeah.
I think I beat him by about $1,400 for the day. So I made a little bit more than he did. We only got tested one time. That was at Caesar's Palace. The minimum bet there was $200. So obviously, you know, use the strategy there. That was the only time we got tested. The rest of the day was literally easy, easy, easy.
Yes, it was.
So, are you satisfied with the results you got today?
Oh, yes. Yes.
And he said in the beginning of the video, before you met me today, last month you lost like $40,000.
$40,000.
And again, the majority of that loss was using Christopher Mitchell's strategies that he bought for $750.
So, folks, he lost $40,000 in the month of January. He met me today, and the very first day he ever met me in his life, he made $5,000. Would you guys feel good if that was you? So, do you want to say anything else to anybody on YouTube about your day?
It was an adventure, and winning was so easy. I mean, there might be a little, you know, shoe that kind of got us in trouble, but you know, we got out of it.
Again, listen to Rick's story and look at his facial expression, how much money they were down and how scared he was. All right, and supposedly, oh, fear, he's not supposed to have fear and fear. Well, we're going to dive into this no fear, what happened in Biloxi, and a second trip out in Vegas later on.
But 90% it was easy, pretty much 10-15 minutes, 500 to 800 bucks, and easy, really easy. And I learned a lot from this man right here. Yes, well worth it.
So,
and there's the scripted, edited sales pitch that Rick, again, was just going along with because he's holding up his end of the deal for the reduced from $2,500 to $1,000 that he paid Christopher.
I just want to say something really quickly. So, you have these liars and these cheaters and these scam artists who call me the liar and the scam artist. But I want you guys to look at my YouTube channel, look at what I'm doing, and look at any other YouTube channel out there in the world. And you'll find there's nobody doing what I'm doing. So he started off as a YouTube subscriber. Then he paid $750 to get inside my private Facebook group, my inner circle.
Let this story resonate in your head, all right? Because there will be a moral to this story later on in this video.
And then he saw the value. He saw my lifestyle. He said, you know what? I lost $40,000 in the month of January.
And again, like we touched on, the majority of those losses were from trying to use Christopher Mitchell's 3 strategies that he bought for $750.
You know what? Why don't I fly to Vegas on 3 days' notice, meet with Christopher, pay him $2,500. See,
and line number 8 during this testimonial video, again, touching on the $2,500 that he's claiming that he paid, and we'll find out it was only $1,000.
He understands the power of investing in himself. So he invested in himself, made a $2,500 investment. Whereas all the broke jokers out there, all the losers, they'll say $2,500, that's a scam. Christopher, that's a ripoff. Well, do you think it's a ripoff?
Oh, no. Hell no.
He just got to spend half a day with me, literally, casino after casino after casino. He sat right beside me at every single baccarat table, at every single high-limit room we went to. He sat right beside me. He saw my methods, he saw my strategies, he saw what I do before gambling, in between gambling, after gambling. He saw secrets that none of you know anything about.
Yeah, he saw those secrets, all right. I'm just simply betting on Banker and Martingale and hoping and praying it hits every time.
And
the best part of it, we had fun. We had a great time.
We had a ball. And so he started off as a YouTube subscriber, contacted me, joined my inner circle. Then he paid me $2,500.
And line number 9 during this testimonial, there goes that, paying him $2,500 again sales pitch.
He now met me in person, and now we're friends. He met my wife. You know, we met his fiance, and now he's getting ready to go to Biloxi, Mississippi next week to meet up with me again. $500. He now met me in person, and now we're friends. He met my wife. You know, we met his fiance, and now he's getting ready to go to Biloxi, Mississippi next week to meet up with me again. So folks, like,
So I also want this clip to resonate in all your heads too, because it's going to have a moral of the story later on in this video. Alright, supposedly they're now friends, and he admits that, hey, Rick's going to go meet him in a week in Biloxi. Okay, again, this will have a moral of the story later in this video.
so folks, like, I don't know what YouTube channel where you subscribe to a channel, you, excuse me, bless you. So now we're friends, and now he's going to start traveling all over the country, probably meet up with me everywhere I go.
And again, I want this story in this clip to resonate through all your heads. All right, Christopher Mitchell admits that Rick Lee is supposedly they're now friends, and that he's going to start traveling with them and meet up with them in these casinos all throughout the country.
Show me your cash.
Okay.
That's one stack. Show me the other stack.
That's 5,000. Okay. Here's another 5,000. That's my bankroll. And here's all
Right
my
there.
winning right here. $5,220.
So folks, I mean, I don't know what the haters are going to say to this video.
Oh, we're not saying anything. We are actually proving.
You guys can meet Rick inside my private Facebook group if you decide to come aboard and buy my personal coaching package for only $750.
And another clip to let resonate in your head. You guys can meet Rick in his Facebook group and buy his strategies. You know, just a typical sales pitch, but it has a moral to this story.
You want to meet me, gamble right beside me, see every single trick and secret I do from start to finish.
And Rick met him 4 times, and he saw all the trick and all that stuff, and all it was is betting on banker every single time, martingale, and hoping and praying it hits. That's the secrets.
And having said that, I'm going to be in Biloxi, Mississippi next week. He will be there.
I'll be there.
And again, I mean, you guys can meet him, talk to him. He is inside my private Facebook group. And
nope, you will not see Rick in Christopher Mitchell's private Facebook group any longer, as he was kicked out in Christopher Mitchell's attempt to hide all the evidence. And we'll get to that later in this video.
other than that, I don't know what else the haters are going to say. I'm the real deal. He just met me.
Yes, he is.
And $5,000 in one freaking day. Folks, most people in the world work 50, 60, 70 hours a week for an entire month to clear after taxes $5,000. He did it in one freaking day, technically 3 hours of gambling. So Rick, is there anything else you want to say?
You need to let this man teach you and do it the right way, because he have a strategy.
Again, it was a scripted, edited testimonial, and the bottom line, all the strategy is that he used, and multiple times Rick witnessed it in multiple different casinos, was betting on banker every time, martingale, and hoping and praying it hits. And now we're going to find out exactly how Christopher Mitchell treats his supposedly great customers who's turned friends, as well as how he kicks them out of Facebook groups in attempts to hide the evidence.
Somebody who used to be in my private Facebook group and somebody who has met with me one-on-one more than anyone else is a gentleman by the name of Rick Lee. My wife and I have done so much for this individual named Rick Lee. And about a month and a half ago, I'm estimating, he, for some reason, started spreading lies about me and talking about me behind my back for no reason whatsoever. My wife and I never did anything negative to him at all.
Okay, supposedly, where are all these lies Rick's been spreading, all right, that nobody knows about? Rick has not even told his story prior to Christopher Mitchell making these slanderous accusations towards Rick that we're about to witness, all right?
But get this is pretty interesting. Rick Lee had been following me for a couple of months, and he's a gambler. He lives on the East Coast, and he contacted me, and not only did he tell me one-on-one through email and then in person, but he actually admitted this on camera in one of the videos with me that you can see in Gambling Testimonials, one of my playlists. But Rick Lee lost $40,000 in the month of January, gambling on his own before he ever met me, before he ever said a word to me.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't he email you and send you money back in December, not January, back in December to buy your bullshit strategies? That's a form of communication, you fucking retard.
He lost $40,000 in the month of January that he admitted. He did that. Christopher Mitchell did not lose him any money in January. I had never met him before. He told me this, and he told all of you this live in a video that he made with me. He lost $40,000.
So I want all you fucking retards from the past and present that are on the fence about this scumbag Christopher Mitchell. All right, Rick Lee paid him $750 for losing strategies that Rick Lee attempted to try all three exactly step by step, and he lost over 20-something thousand dollars. All right, and yet Christopher Mitchell's like, I didn't cost him that. He didn't lose him because of me. Bullshit. Bullshit. That's a person that sold bullshit, and he's not taking responsibility.
Because he lost $40,000, he contacted me and wanted to meet with me one-on-one to learn how I'm making so much money and why he's losing so much money. So, again, you guys can go look at that video and my gambling testimonials. So he met with me and I made him $5,000, and then the very next day I met up with him again. He won $3,000 more dollars. So $8,000 he made in the first 2 days that he was with me. Folks, he was filled with fear and I'm filled with faith. So there was a time where we got down, but pretty much if you go into a casino, you're going to be down at some point, unless you just win every single hand that you bet every single time, which I would never believe that happens to anybody. So I always tell people, listen, if you get down when you go into the casino, have no fear. Don't worry. That's just part of the game. It's like if you're a Major League Baseball player and you strike out 3 times in one game. Don't worry. There's more at-bats to come in the future. You could turn around and go back to the casino or back to the ballpark tomorrow and have 4 home runs. So I always tell people, don't worry. So Rick and I are gambling in the casino. We get down. He's fearful. He's stressed out of his mind. I say, Rick, don't worry. Just trust me. Just follow my strategy.
Yeah, trust him. Just follow the strategy of just betting on Banker every time Martingale and hoping and pray as it hits. Come on, Rick. Don't be scared. Just pray. Pray, Rick, pray.
So guess what? We got ourselves out of the hole, and in like 4 or 5 hours gambling together over a 1-day period, I made him $8,000. Now, folks, this is a gentleman who admitted to the entire world live in one of my videos that he lost $40,000 in 1 month before he ever even met me.
Yes, it was a scripted, edited testimonial video that Rick went along with because he got a reduced cost out in Vegas. When the truth is, he lost a lot of money, over $20,000, attempting to use Christopher Mitchell's 3 bullshit strategies step by step.
And then he flies to Las Vegas and meets me, and in less than a 24-hour period, I help him make $8,000. Folks, have you ever made $8,000 in a month before, let alone in less than 24 hours? I mean, just answer that. You can lie to me, but you can't lie to yourself.
You can lie to him, but you can't lie to yourself, but he can lie to you.
How would you feel about someone if they made you $8,000 in less than 24 hours? You would feel the way that Rick Lee felt about me, which was he absolutely loved me. And again, I'm not speaking for him. You can see his own words, his own reactions, what he says about me in a video. He now met me in person, and now we're friends. He met my wife. You know, we met his fiance. He now met me in person, and now we're friends. He met my wife. You know, we met his fiance. Video doesn't lie, folks. So, the reason I'm sharing that with you is because I have a couple people that say my money is fake. But not only did I make Rick Lee $8,000 the first time he ever met me in Vegas, but he fell in love with me so much. And he loved me and my wife and our baby. He was taking photos of me and my wife and our baby. That's how much he loved us. And then he found out my travel schedule, because all I did was travel from casino to casino, state to state, all over the United States. So he found out I was going to Biloxi, Mississippi. He said, dude, I'm going to follow you to Biloxi. He now met me in person, and now we're friends. He met my wife. You know, we met his fiance, and now he's getting ready to go to Biloxi, Mississippi next week to meet up with me again. He now met me in person, and now we're friends. And now he's getting ready to go to Biloxi, Mississippi next week to meet up with me again. Found out I was coming back to Vegas, so he followed me back to Vegas. He was going to follow me to California. Folks, if there was ever somebody who was a Christopher Mitchell groupie, it would have to be Rick Lee. He now met me in person, and now we're friends. He met my wife. You know, we met his fiance, and now he's getting ready to go to Biloxi, Mississippi next week to meet up with me again. He now met me in person, and now we're friends. He met my wife. You know, we met his fiance, and now he's getting ready to go to Biloxi, Mississippi next week to meet up with me again. This guy loved me, and I'll tell you why he loved me. It'd be the same reason why you love anybody, because I made him thousands and thousands of dollars, which he said in his own words on my video, again, which you can see.
Yes, Christopher, we all saw the scripted, edited testimonial that Rick Lee did and participated in only because you gave him a reduced cost from $2,500 to $1,000. But where's the Biloxi, Mississippi video? Where's Tommy? Where's Kirk? Where's Rick's participation in that video? You don't want him in your video because Rick lost his entire $15,000 in 20 minutes following you. And you sat in your room like a coward and finally admitted you lost $36,000 only because there was witnesses. God forbid if those witnesses weren't there, you know, you wouldn't have made that video. But what about the Beast Mode Baccarat video? The Beast Mode Baccarat, let me remind you, Chris, that Rick was going to participate in out in Vegas. You guys were filming and making. How come you didn't post that one? Oh, was it because you lost $30,000 there too a week later, and Rick lost $10,000? Holy shit! Delete that evidence. Hide that evidence. Hide it. Kick Rick out. Kick Rick out of Facebook group because he saw the evidence.
So he follows me to Biloxi because I made him $8,000 in less than 24 hours in Las Vegas. But folks, here's what happened. Rick Lee, the reason why he lost $40,000 in the month of January before he ever met me is because he has a lottery mentality like most of the people in the world do. And a lottery mentality, when you go into the casino, lottery mentality, people play slot machines, and then the people who do play table games, they play sucker side bets because they're hoping to get that 30 to 1, that 40 to 1, that 50 to 1 payout. They're hoping to hit that jackpot because they're poverty-stricken in the mind. See, I have a millionaire mindset, which is how I became rich, but 98% of the people in the world, they have a lottery mindset. They're poverty-stricken in the mind, and that's why they're poor. Well, that's the mindset that Rick Lee has. So when Rick Lee met me, he told me, hey, I lost all this money because I put $100, $200, $300 down on the Dragon every single bet. And a lot of times those don't hit because they hit very rarely, which is why when they do hit, they pay 40 to 50 to 1. But that's how he lost all that money. So folks, after he left me in Vegas, he started going back to his old ways, which most people do. So then he met me in Biloxi, Mississippi a week or two later. And the days when we were in Biloxi, Mississippi, I had like 5 or 6 people who were supposed to meet with me and pay me for a one-on-one coaching. I'll just say those people's first names: Janice, Kirk, Tommy, Rick, and there was a couple other people as well. A couple of those people paid me money up front, and a couple people were supposed to pay me. However, I wanted to try something different in Biloxi. Because I was going to try something differently,
All right, again, something that makes no goddamn sense and proves that he's a scamming, lying sack of shit, amateur gambler at the best. All right, he supposedly lies all the time about how he wins 98 to 99% of the time and he's a professional gambler. Yet he wants to try something new all of a sudden, all right? when all real experts, real professional gamblers know you stay the course. You go with what works. You go with what got you there. You don't go backwards and try something differently. Even if whatever works supposedly, what's it supposedly now? He's going to tell everybody it's 100% because he only can go up from 99 to 100%. Again, it's a scam, makes no goddamn sense whatsoever. All right. But yet he wants everybody, and he wanted these people to believe that he's trying something new in Biloxi.
I didn't want to take those people into the casino with me because if what I was going to try didn't work, I didn't want them to lose their money like it was possible for me to lose my money. So folks, the people who had not paid me yet, I didn't allow pay me. And the people who did pay me, Kirk and Tommy, I actually refunded them their money and they never even asked me for a refund.
Well, that's pretty generous of you considering you lost their bankrolls doing banker every single time in Martingale and hoping and praying, except it lost 10 straight times. Rick Lee lost $15,000. Tommy and Kirk lost thousands of their dollars. Right? But yet what a great guy. You returned their money after killing their bankrolls.
So when I called them all to meet me at Starbucks at the bottom of the Beau Rivage Casino, which is where I was staying, I pulled out the money and I gave Tommy and Kirk, I refunded them their money. And the second I pulled my money out and refunded them, Rick jumped up and said, I told you guys, I told you Christopher was an awesome person. I told you he was honest. I knew he was going to refund you your money. He now met me in person and now we're friends. He met my wife, we met his fiance, and now he's getting ready to go to Biloxi, Mississippi next week to meet up with me again. So folks,
so not only was Rick being a great customer as usual and a great member of his Facebook group, but also a loyal friend to somebody who's, in his own words, now they're friends, all right? And Rick showed his loyalty by sticking up for him.
Now, why do I share that with you? If I'm a scam artist, why would I ever refund somebody their money?
There's a couple reasons why you returned it. One, because you promised them if you didn't make them $5,000, you'd return the money. Two, they were a witness to the carnage. They are a witness to their bankrolls being murdered by you and your bullshit bet on banker all the time, martingale, and hope and praise it wins. All right? That's why you returned it. So they could go back to the Facebook members and say some type of positivity towards you so your scam doesn't get blown out of the water like it's being done now. That's why you returned it.
See? People can lie, but the truth always comes out.
Oh my God, everyone. I think I found the first thing Christopher Mitchell that said that was actually correct and true at the same time. I believe hell is just frozen over. Unfortunately for Christopher, the truth has been coming out in all my videos, exposing the shit out of him and his scam, him and his wife, every disgusting, nasty, scummy thing that they are in life, and claim they're the opposite.
Back to the Rick Lee episode, and it sucks that I'm talking about him, but he brought this on himself.
Yes, Christopher, please tell us how Rick Lee brought this all on himself. Your supposedly friend, who's nobody even has heard of the story, his side of the story yet, other than the fact that he was telling members the truth when they asked him a question about what happened out in Vegas, what happened out in Biloxi, what happened the second time you guys went out to Vegas. And he was telling the truth. And you kicked him out because he was no longer being a puppet to you. He was no longer in a scripted, edited testimonial video. He no longer had obligations to lie. And that's why he brought this on himself. I mean, we all just heard you say the truth will always come out. And all members were asking Rick was truth to their questions. And Rick was telling them the truth. So he should have been praised from a Christian like you. But no, you showed your true colors. You showed you how you are in your scam. And you showed how you turned your back on a supposed good customer by kicking them out of Facebook group, by blocking them, and not explaining exactly why you kicked him out. Only because he was no longer being a puppet and he wasn't telling any more lies of yours. And that's why he's no longer a friend. And that's why you're turning your back on him just like you are now. And that's why we'll hear his side at the end of this video.
It's all part of my video to teach you how to get rich. So I have a couple of haters saying my money is fake. And again, folks, you don't get penthouse suites, and you don't travel all over the country, and you don't experience the best life has to offer, and you don't pay $1,000 for a meal, and you don't have $50,000 in real money. You see, I'm saying this is real money, but for the people who say my money is fake, so Rick Lee has now turned on me, kind of like Judas turned on Jesus in the Bible.
Yeah, so Rick's a Judas now because he told the truth about how he witnessed you losing $66,000 of money that you really couldn't afford to lose, and he lost $25,000 of his entire bankroll trusting you. All right, yet he's a Judas because he told the truth.
But he turned on me, so now he's lying, spreading gossip about me, talking about me behind my back. So for those reasons, I kicked him out of my Facebook group. And the funny thing was, after I kicked him out, he emailed me and said, "Hey, dude, did you kick me out of the group? Why did you do that?" And I'm like, "Rick, dude, you're talking about me behind my back. You're spreading lies about me behind my back, which obviously means you don't like me. So if you don't like me, why would you want to stay in my group?" So I thought that was funny. But anyway, check this out.
And Christopher Mitchell admits right there that Rick Lee was shocked. Why was he kicked out? And Christopher Mitchell wants to claim that it was lies. It's an attempt to delete all the evidence. All Rick Lee was doing was telling people who were asking him. Rick Lee wasn't soliciting, "Hey, this is what happened." People were asking him, and he was just telling the truth. How he lost his bankroll in Biloxi, just like Christopher Mitchell did. How they lost their bankrolls in Vegas a second time. And yet Rick Lee is the Judas, and Rick Lee's the scumbag for doing this, talking behind his back when he wasn't.
And his comment is still up publicly. He posted it 3 days ago. So the guy who says my money is fake and I'm a scam artist, I'm a liar, all these things, Rick Lee posted a comment on this guy's video. And here's what Rick Lee said. The very first sentence in Rick Lee's post says, his money is real. He's talking about me, Christopher Mitchell. His money is real because I saw it.
And here's Christopher Mitchell twisting Rick Lee's words into trying to make it out to be another testimonial that Christopher Mitchell's fake prop money is real. What Rick Lee was saying was real money was the money Christopher Mitchell was playing with in the casino. And he saw it because, of course, he saw it because they were playing. It had to be real. All right. And the money he saw him losing was all real. The $36,000 he lost in Biloxi was real. The $30,000 he lost in Vegas the second time was real. All right. That's the money Rick Lee saw. Not, he ain't making any testimonial claim that the fake prop money Christopher continues to hold up in his household, continues to refuse to show it's real and prove it's real.
I guess the only thing Rick Lee ever said nice and truthful about me was that my money is real. So Rick, thanks a lot for that. Now, the funny thing is the hater doesn't want to admit that my money's real. So the hater responded to Rick Lee. The hater's never met me. The hater doesn't know me. But the hater came back and said his money isn't real. Folks, how are you going to tell somebody who's met me in person, who now hates me, who's now on your side, spreading lies about me, but still says my money is real? How are you going to refute them and say my money is not real? So Rick, thank you for letting the haters know that my money is real.
Again, Rick is on record saying the money he saw in the casino was real, not the fake prop money he's holding up in all his videos at home.
But it's unfortunate you turned your back on me. It's unfortunate, Rick, that you turned your back on me because you know I made you a lot of money. You know
Rick Lee's stats, where he lost 20K plus attempting to do Christopher Mitchell's 3 strategies that he's paid $750 for. Then he lost $15,000 in 20 minutes doing the one-on-one coaching in Biloxi, and he lost $10,000 doing one-on-one coaching the second time they met in Vegas. But nobody knows that story until now.
we took you out to 5-star meals. You know My wife and I did nothing but good for you. We invited you up to our penthouse suites. You held my son in your arms and took photos of my son. So it's unfortunate that for whatever reason you turned your back on me and started talking badly about me. If you had a problem with me, you should have come to me and addressed it like a man.
Yeah, speaking of coming to people like a man, if you have a problem with them, how many people did you kick out of your Facebook group that paid you hard-earned $750 without explaining to them why, without coming to them like a man, without explaining why they got kicked out? Just kicked out, blocked, never talked to again. All right, and these people paid a lot of money, and you kicked out a lot of people for telling the truth. All they're doing is telling the truth about how the strategies work for them, how they are losing, how the one-on-one coachings were losing. But correct me if I'm wrong. I don't think any of them saw a terms of condition of having to tell a lie or telling lies about winnings when they were losing. All right, that wasn't part of the terms, and you kicked out a lot of people. And those people are mad, and those people are, well, let's just say, let's see, how do I put it, Christopher? You might want to know what a class action lawsuit is, and lawyer up, gay born boy. Just saying. Just saying. So now we're going to share the email dialogue between Rick and I. Rick emailed me. I told him he can email me if he wants to tell his side. And as you can see here, he titles it CM True Story. And Rick says, "Hi Kevin, how are you doing? First of all, I want to let you know that I only want to tell the truth. I will tell my version of the whole trips. Not sure, don't care about what else he did with other people. Honestly, I didn't want to get involved with this drama, but I was getting tired and pissed off how you start to twist the truth, and most importantly, how false assuming that I talked behind his back or talking trash about him. I was telling the truth about how we lost and how we won, but now I'll reveal it all about it. Nothing to hide anymore. Again, I will only tell the truth and nothing else. Thank you, Rick Lee." And we went on to, we have about 30 emails between us, and don't need to show them. I think you guys got the gist of between the podcast, me talking about his stories on the podcast, and what I shared in this one. All right, we're not showing them for a reason, because if these people from his Facebook group that got kicked out, that all paid $750, and he's flashing around bragging about how he's a millionaire numerous times for his marketing and showing all this money, claiming it's real money, then these people have a, what I feel, legitimate chance to win in a class action lawsuit. So with that said, I hope you guys enjoyed the very extremely informative video about how you are finally starting to hear customers, loyal customers like Rick Lee and others, talk. So, and how they get treated. So think about that before, when the casinos open up. Think really long and hard on those people that are on the fence, or those dumbasses, those pathetic brain dead morons that actually have scheduled a time or date to meet up with them. Think long and hard how he treated these people that all lost. Let me repeat that. How he treated these people, how they all lost. Watch the video over and over again until it sinks into your thick skulls if you can't comprehend the first try. Alright? And with that said, stay tuned for the next video. Again, they keep getting better and better. And before you go, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button, and if you like our efforts here. Alright? Take care, folks.